Hi kindergarten, it's Mrs. Merritt. Today we're going to do Module 3, Lesson 11. So Lesson 10, 1. And our objective is I can observe conservation of weight on the balance scale. Big words today, but I know we can do it. Okay, so we're going to start right off playing a game called Heavier or Lighter. I want you to tell me which object is heavier. Is the orange heavier or the cotton ball? The orange, very good. And how do we know that? Because it's down. The heavier side always goes down. Awesome job. Now, which one's heavier? The glue or the crayons? The glue. Nice job. The glue is heavier. We know this because the glue is down here. It's showing us it's slanted down. Whatever side's down is the heavier weight. Now we're going to do double 5 groups. So this is a 10 card, and this is how many dots? Just 1. So 10, 1. What would this be? 10, 2. So 10, 2, though, is really a different number. It's 10, and let's count up. So we have 10, 11, 12. So 10, 2 is really the number 12. Now we have 10, 11, 12, 13. Nice job. Now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We are counting up. So the reason we can just start at 10 and go to our next number is because our brain, it supertizes this. It knows this is a 10 card. And we're doing a double 10 frame. So it knows that has 10 dots, and we can count up from. Okay, so for today's lesson, we have a balanced scale to start out with. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretend these are balls of clay. And on each slide I show you, I'm going to make these in 2 different things. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second when I show you the next slide. And I want to see if my scale still stays balanced. Do you think we can do it? Yeah, I do too. So, without removing any clay, I pushed this ball. I took the ball and I pushed it into a pancake. And I put it back on the scale right over here. Is my scale still balanced? Yeah, it absolutely is. Right? It's still straight across. Why is that though? It doesn't look the same. Right, so did I change the amount of clay I had? No, all I did was take that ball out of the scale and smush it. It didn't change the weight that was going into the other side. So the scale didn't adjust. It stayed balanced. You know what though? I'm going to try something else. I'm going to make it into something different. Watch. Yeah, so I rolled that pancake back up, and I decided to take the clay apart and make 2 small balls. See? But did the scale unbalance? No, not at all. It's still balanced. Why? I didn't change the weight, you're right. But I have 2 here and I have 1 here, so shouldn't this be heavier? You're right, not necessarily. Even though I have more, these are littler, right, than this big one? But together they add up to the same weight as the big one. All right, I got another idea. I got it this time. So this time, I decided to take the 1 ball of clay and I made 3 small balls of clay. And then I kept the 2 on the other side. It has to unbalance, right? No, again? Why isn't it becoming unbalanced? Because I'm keeping the weight the same every single time. Exactly. So can I rely on just counting and seeing if something's balanced? Like, I would think 3 is more than 2, so that's gotta weigh more. You can't. You can't change the weight, the length, the height, anything about something unless you take something from it. So when we were measuring with our strings, we said we couldn't crumple that up and fix it unless we cut it, right? Same thing goes with weight. We cannot change this scale from coming unbalanced unless we take something away. So if we rolled up that ball and we took a part of the ball away and tossed it to the side, then yeah, maybe the scale would become unbalanced. But without alternating the weight of the original objects, it's not going to unbalance the scale. Okay, I tried it one more time. I rolled the clay on the right side up into a big ball again. And then I rolled the other one back up into a ball again. And the scale was balanced. So then I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to make this ball into 3 smaller balls. And that's going to unbalance it. It's not? So this is really actually true. Unless I change the weight, it's not going to become unbalanced? That's exactly right. Unless I change the weight of something, it is not going to become unbalanced. And the only way I could change the weight of something is if I take something away. So I would have to alter the weight or change the weight of one of the balls and not put it back on the scale. So I would literally have to take a piece. Maybe I take one of these balls. Say if I took this one off, take it off. If I took that one off and didn't touch it, and I rolled this back into a ball, that's gonna change my balance of my scale because I literally took the weight away. But breaking it into smaller pieces or making it into larger pieces, we learned, does not alter the weight in any way that would unbalance our scale. I know this is maybe a bit confusing to understand, but we will keep working on it, okay? So the things I want you to remember from today are this. You cannot unbalance the scale without taking something away. Just like I had to with this problem. If I were to take, I took this one small blue ball away. If I were to make these 2 into a ball again, my scale would become unbalanced because I literally took something away. So you cannot change or unbalance the scale unless you change the weight you're putting on each side. Okay? You can roll it up into a million pieces and it will still stay balanced. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and we will continue working on this, okay? I will see you tomorrow.